In the garden of the oil press, Jesus fell to his knees and prayed. The weight of the world's sin pressed down upon him. Then the metallic clanking of Roman armor and the flicker of torchlight grew near. Judas, one of the 12, led the soldiers to the olive grove. He stepped forward and delivered his signal, a final infamous kiss upon the cheek. The Son of God was arrested. When Jesus declared his divine identity, the high priests furiously mocked him and shouted that he was a blasphemer. In the dark courtyard below, Peter denied knowing him 3 times. The last word left his lips as the sound of a rooster shattered the morning silence. At dawn, Jesus stood before Pilate. The crowd's cries echoed through the courtyard, shouting, "Crucify him!" Pilate washed his hands, turning away as the innocent was given up for the guilty. The soldiers flogged him without mercy. For his crown, they gave him thorns, pressing them into his scalp. Mocking their new king, they dragged him out to begin the long walk to Golgotha. He struggled and stumbled through the crowded, gritty alleys of the city. Roman soldiers pushed the weeping crowds back with their spears, but still, hands reached out in sorrow. The long, agonizing journey to the hill of crucifixion continued. They reached the hill of Golgotha. There, they drove rough nails through his hands and feet, lifting the 3 crosses against the stormy sky. The earth fell silent as the sky darkened at midday. With one final breath, Jesus said, "It is finished." Then a violent tremor ripped through the land. The ground erupted as the rocks themselves shattered. And inside the holy temple, the massive curtain that separated sinful man from the presence of God was torn in 2, ripped not by human hands, but by God himself, from top to bottom. As evening fell, a righteous man, Joseph of Arimathea, claimed the body. Inside a new tomb carved from rock, he performed the final sorrowful act of covering his face. Then, with the help of others, they rolled a massive stone to seal the entrance, entombing the hope of the world in darkness. Roman guards were set to watch, ensuring no one would disturb the grave. On the 3rd day, a divine power shook the earth, and the great stone was rolled away. Bathed in a brilliant heavenly light, the terrified Roman guards trembled and fled from the sight. Inside, there was only a profound and holy stillness. The linen cloths lay folded. The tomb was empty. But outside the tomb, Mary Magdalene stood weeping, believing her Lord had been taken. Then she heard a voice gently speak her name. Mary. All her sorrow vanished in a wave of glorious shock. His eyes filled with a brilliant, peaceful light. She turned, and it was him. He was truly alive. Later that evening, the disciples were gathered in a locked room, hiding in fear. They had sealed the doors, but suddenly he was there in their midst. A light unlike any on earth instantly flooded the dark space. As their fear turned to awe, he spoke the first word to the new age, "Peace be with you." This is how the story ends, and how it truly begins. For love has conquered the grave, the power of sin is broken, and the way to the Father is now open to all.